What's going on, fam? It's your boy Mozy here, back with another episode of Mozy Reacts. On this episode of Mozy Reacts, I have a special request. Well, it's not necessarily a request, it's more of like a recommendation. But the apathetic Mike recommended that I should watch the For You Kidz dub of One Piece to get like a sense of what you guys went through. And I have to agree, like, based on the comments I was reading, it seems like the For You Kidz version almost basically killed the One Piece franchise here in the US before it even got started. It just seems like it turned off a lot of people. And like it seems like a lot of people, luckily, when they got older, decided to give it another chance. But I can only imagine how many people decided not to give it another chance just because they didn't think it was gonna change. Like me personally, I watched my very first anime I watched was Naruto. Then I watched Naruto Shippuden. But it took me a while to get into Shippuden. It took me like a good maybe year and a half to watch Shippuden, just because I thought, oh, it's just gonna be more Naruto. I loved Naruto, but I was like, okay, I don't want to. Him as a teenager would be cool, but I mean, it wasn't until I actually started to watch it that I was like, oh, okay, this isn't like the kid Naruto. And so I only can imagine, like, you know, like Naruto Shippuden, it was a different title, it was a different phase. I can't imagine watching One Piece as a little kid, seeing the For You Kidz dub, and then as a teenager being like, oh, it's on episode 7, still the same One Piece show. Oh, fuck no, I'm not watching that trash ass show. That is like my mentality of what I'm thinking of, like how it played out for a lot of people. And I'm just like, I need to experience what it was like, that it was so bad that so many people were turned off by it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll right into today's video. But before I do, just a reminder, this is not a market substitute. Yeah, this is definitely a 4Kids dub version. This gives me like this came out back in like the late 1990s, right? Like this definitely fits that type of like aesthetic. It almost gives me like almost like a Digimon type intro. Alrighty, well that was it for the For You Kidz dub opening of One Piece, and I understand now. That was such pandering crap. Like, yeah, my head was bobbing, I smiled, but I think it was more so because it's about One Piece, and I already love the characters we have now. Like had I watched this episode 1 not knowing anything about One Piece or anything, I'd have been like, okay, this is such pandering. Like, why are pirates rapping right now? That doesn't even make any sense right now. Like, I don't, and just based on like how this sounds versus how the original sounds, I can only imagine how bad the voice acting was, that it probably didn't even like match up. It probably doesn't even look right. Like, it probably doesn't even match up to like the scenes and what they're saying. If I had to guess, it's sort of like the Squid Games. Like, if you watch the Squid Games and you watch it in the dub version, it was horrendous, just because I was like, that's not what that character would say, that's not how that character would sound. I'm assuming that's exactly how it was in 4Kids dub, and it's just, damn, I feel bad for you guys. I'm so glad I don't have to go through watching this and then later on having to discover the real One Piece. So thank God I didn't have to go through that struggle like you guys did. But yeah, this hasn't been real, because that was pandering. Hasn't been fun, and nowhere close to being real fun later on.